Hello friends, myself Professor Durgesh Kumar Kotangale, Assistant Professor, Computer Science, Government VYT, PG College, Durg. Today is lecture MSc second semester Computer Science, paper second Advanced Computer Networks, Unit 4 Transport Layer. The concept of client-server model. To remote application, process can communicate mainly into different fashions. First is peer-to-peer and second client-server model. Peer-to-peer, both remote process are executing at same level and they exchange data using some shared resources. In the client-server model, one remote process act as a client and request some resources from another application process acting as server. There is client server model. Any process can act as server or client. It is not the type of machine, size of the machine or its computing power which make it server. It is the ability of serving request the make a machine a server. A system can act as server and client simultaneously. That is, one process is acting as server and another is acting as client. This may also happens that both client and server processes reside on the same machine. Here the show picture and diagram. Server is connected to network and the systems. Here the three system is connected to network in the server. This request and response process. Here communication. Two processes in client server model can interact in various ways. First is socket. In this paradigm, the process acting as server opens a socket using a well-known or known by client port and waits until some client request comes. The second process acting as a client also opens a socket, but instead of waiting for an incoming request, the client process request first. Here the show in diagram server program, client program. This connect to top 4 layer in ISDN: transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer. This layer, both side, client side and server side, is connected to socket in server program and client program. When the request is reached to server, it can either be an information sharing or resource request. Then second, remote procedure call. This is a mechanism where one process interact with another by means of procedure calls. One process, client call the procedure laying on remote host. The process on remote host is said to be server. Both processes are allocated stubs. Context of distributed computing is a place of code. Stubed means the communication happens in the following way. First is the client process called the client stubed. It passes all the parameters parting to program local to it. All parameter or then packet misled, and a system call is made to send them to other side of network, and the kernel send the data over the network and the other end receive it. The remote host passes data to the server stub where it is unmasked. Then the parameter is passed to the procedure and the procedure is then executed. The result is sent back to the client in the same manner. The next topic, the concept of socket in client server model. A client server model application model typically is viewed as a remotely located high power computing devices that store a large quantity of data with business logic to access them in network. The user interface is handled by the client software on the relatively cheap machine. This idea is not a distinct because any machine surveying the request can potentially be called a server. As the server wait for the client to start a conversation. In some cases, the some program may act as both client and server. In this sense, a single machine can act as the network providing the communication between the client and the server program that goes through layer of a TCP and IP protocol stack. A socket is a API provided by the OS operating system to realize the connection. The package java.net provide the necessary ingredient to implement the socket communication between two of the topmost TCP IP layers. Application and transport. The concept behind the client server model with hard on detail in creating a TCP client server application in Java. Under the client socket basis, a socket established to connecting endpoint between two hosts. The socket class provided by Java is used for both client and servers. The basis operation area is the follow. First, connect to remote host, send and receive data, close a connection, bind to a port, listen to incoming data, accept remote connection on the bounded port. The last three operations are specific to server only. They are implemented by the server socket class. The client program workflow occurs in the following manner. First, create a new socket object. Second, attempt to connect to the remote host. And third, once connection has succeeded, the local and remote host get hold of the input and output stream and can work in full duplex mode. The data received and sent can mean different thing depending on the protocol used. Data sent received from an FTP server can be different from an HTTP server. Generally, there is some kind of agreement established followed by data transmission. Fourth is socket must be closed at both ends after transmission is completed. Some protocols such as HTTP make sure that the connection is closed upon each request service. FTP on the other hand allow multiple requests to process before closing the connection. Server socket basis. The server socket basis provide the niche to write everything About server in Java. The main job of a server socket is to wait for incoming calls and respond according. Server socket run on the server bounded by a port and listens to incoming TCP connection. When a client socket attempt to connect to that port, the server walks up to negotiate the connection by opening a socket between two hosts. The socket object is used to send data to the clients. The workflow of the server program can be defined as follows. First, create server socket on a particular port. Listen to any attempt of connection to the port. If a connection attempt succeeds, get the host of stream object from the socket and communication with the client. The communication, however, is established according to the agreed protocol. And fifth, close the connection. And sixth, wait further for any more communication attempt. Return to step 2 in start this manner. Advantage and disadvantage of the client server model. An important advantage of the client server model is that its centralized architecture help make it easier to protect data with access control that are enforced by security policy. Also, it doesn't matter if the client and the server are built on the same operating system, because data is transferred through client server protocol that are platform agnostic. An important disadvantage of the client server model is that if too many clients simultaneously request data from the server, it may get overloaded. In addition to causing network congestion, too many requests may result in a denial of services. The network socket. A network socket is internal endpoint for sending or receiving data with a node on a computer network. Correctly, it is a representation of this endpoint in networking software protocol stack, such as an entry in a table listing communication protocols, destination, status, etc., and is a form of system resources. The term socket is analogous to physical female connectors communication between two nodes through a channel being visualized as a cable with two male connectors plugging into socket at each node. Similarly, the term port, another term for a female connectors, is used for external endpoint at a node, and the term socket is also used for an internal endpoint of local inter-process communication (IPC), not over a network. However, the analogy is limited, as a network communication need not be one-to-one or have detected communication channel. Definition: the discussion between a socket, internal representation, socket descriptor, abstract identifier, and socket address, public address, are subtle, and these are not always distinguished in everyday uses. In IETF request for comment internet standard, the term socket refers to an entity that is uniquely identified by the socket number. The term socket refers to a local socket address, a combination of an IP address and a port number. In the original definition of socket given in a RFC 147, as it was related to the ARPA network in 1971. The socket is specified as a 32-bit number with even socket identifying receiving socket and odd sockets identifying sending sockets. Today, however, socket communication are bidirectional. Within the operating system and the application that created a socket is referred to by a unique integer value called a socket descriptor. For example, this example modeled according to be Brackley socket interface. Send the string hello world via TCP to port 18 of the host with address 1.2.3.4. It illustrates the creation of a socket, get socket, connecting it to the remote host, sending the string and finally closing the socket. Here the program is display socket my socket equal to get socket type equal to TCP, connect my socket address equal to 1.2.3.4, port number is 18, send my socket hello world, close my socket. Types of socket. Several types of internet socket are available: datagram socket, stream socket, and row socket. The other topic, socket state in the client server model. Computer process that provide application services are referred to as servers and create socket on startup that are in listing state. This socket are waiting for initiatives from client programs. A TCP server may serve server client concurrently by creating a child process for each client and establish a TCP connection between the child process and the client. Unique detected socket are created for each connection. These are in established state when a socket to socket virtual connection or virtual circuit VC, also known as a TCP session, is established with the remote socket providing a duplex byte stream. A server may create several concurrently established TCP socket with the same local port number and local IP address, each mapped to its own server child process, serving it one client process. They are treated as different socket by the operating system. Since the remote socket address means the client IP address and or port number are different, since they have different socket pair tuples. A UDP socket cannot be in a established state since UDP is a connectionless. Therefore, NetStar does not show the state of a UDP socket. A UDP server does not create new child processes for every concurrently served client, but the same process handle incoming data packets from all remote client sequentially through the same socket. It implies the UDP socket are not identified by the remote address but only by the local address, although each message has an associated remote address. Socket addressing. First, process to process delivery. Transport layer communication need to identifier one is IP address and the other is port number at each end to make a connection. Second, socket address is the combination of IP address and port number as shown in the figure or diagram in below. Here is the IP address and port number. IP address is 100.32.24.6 and port number is 74. Socket address is connected. The client socket address define the client process uniquely, where the server socket address defines the server process uniquely. A transport layer protocol requires the client socket address as well as the server socket address. These two addresses contain 4 pieces. These 4 pieces go into the IP header and the transport layer protocol header. And D, the IP header contains the IP address while the UDP and TCP headers contain the port number. There is below in some works in here. A transport layer protocol in the TCP site need both the IP address and the port number at each end to make a connection. The combination of an IP address and a port number is called a socket address. The client socket address defines the client process uniquely, just as the server socket address defines the server process uniquely as shown in figure in below. To use the services of transport layer in the internet, we need a pair of socket address, the client socket address and the server socket address. These 4 pieces of information are port of the network layer packets, header and the transport layer packet header. The first header contains the IP address and the second header contains the port number. Today lecture is a first lecture in this topic, and to be continued in my next YouTube lecture. Thank you.